Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Techie Sugan. In this video, we are going to solve previous year Code Vita question. This question is all about we are supposed to find winner in marathon race. Now let us read this question and understand in detail. Race is generally organized by distance, but this race will be organized by time. In order to predict the winner, we will check every 2 seconds. Here, so far what they are given, normally whenever we say races will be calculated based on the distance they are covering. But this problem statement is all about we are supposed to find the winner based on the time. And we are supposed to check the winner based on for every 2 seconds who is leading. Let us say total race is 7 seconds. We will check for 7 minus 1 seconds. For 7 seconds, we will check who is leading at second, 4th second and 6th second. Clear? Participant who is leading more number of time is winner from prediction perspective. Now, our task is to predict a winner in this marathon. Now, we will see what they are given here. As we know that they are given this particular race winner is calculated based on the time. And here they are given tentatively, let us assume this race is going to happen for 7 seconds. And let us assume we are having 3 participants, participant A, participant B and participant C. These are the 3 participants who is going to participate in this race and we are supposed to calculate who is the winner. And they are saying that we are supposed to find who is leading for every 2 seconds. For every 2 seconds in the sense we are supposed to find for the second who is leading and for the 4th second who is leading and for 6th second who is leading. This is a scenario they are given. Now let us assume person A is leading for 2nd second and for 4th second. Similarly, person B is leading for 6th second. If this is a scenario, person A is considered to be the winner of this marathon. Clear? This is what the information they are given so far. Now let us move further and read the question what they are given. They are given note and they are given 2 points. Let us read to it. At particular time, let's say at 4th second, top 2 participants are at same distance. Then in this case, both are leading. We will increase the count for both. It is nothing but they are saying that at 4th second, person B and person A are at same distance. We are supposed to increase the counter value for person B as well as person A. This was the information they are giving. When they are at same distance, we are supposed to increment the counter value for both the person. This is your first point. And your second point is after calculating at all time slice, if the number of time someone is leading is same for 2 or more participants, then one who comes first in input sequence will be the winner. It's nothing but you can notice that here after calculating all the time slicing, person A is having 2 leading count as well as person B is having 2 leading count. So who is the winner here? In this case, whomever is accepting the input at the first sequence, he is considered to be the winner. This is what they are given. If the participant 2 and 3 both are leading with same number, participant 2 will be the winner. Clear? I hope so you are clear so far. And now, they are given constraint here. It's nothing but number of test cases. I can give 1 to 100 test cases here. We'll move on to the next one and see what is the input they are given for this particular question. First, let us read the input, then we can come for the input format. They are given here, in case of input, we'll have first 2 numbers separately and followed by sequence of values. Now, let me note this input value aside in your notepad. This is only for your reference so that we can compare your input. You can notice that this is the input value they are given. Now we will read to the input format what they are saying here. The first line containing a single integer n denoting number of participants. The first value what they are given is 3. This is nothing but number of participants they are given. And next value. The second line containing a single integer t denoting the total number of time in seconds for this marathon. A second value is time. Next, n line are as follows. We have t plus 1 integer separated by spaces. Here your time is 8. So they are giving that we are having 8 plus 1 integer. We are not having 8 integers. We are having 9 integers. That is nothing but 8 plus 1 integer. The first t integer are as follows. The ith integer denotes number of steps taken by the participant at ith second, which is nothing but number of steps. For the first second he is taking 2 steps, and for second he is taking 2 steps, and for third second he is taking 4 steps. T plus 1th integer denotes the distance for each step. This is nothing but for each and every step how many distance, is nothing but how many meters he is covering. These are the information they are given here. Now we will see the explanation how to solve this problem. Solve this problem, you can notice that these are the input values they are given, and n is nothing but number of participants and t is times in second, and we are having 3 participants. Each participant is given 9 value if the time is given as 8, and the 9th value is nothing but the distance covered by the person for each and every step, and 2 is your output. These are the information they are given. Now we will see how to solve this. We are accepting 2 value, first n value and t value. So let me write code of it. I am accepting n. N is nothing but number of participants. So n assign int input. And after this I am supposed to accept time. So t assign int input. So far I accepted 2 input from the user n and t. Now I am supposed to accept the participant value from user, and this participant values are separated by spaces. So let us use map and accept input value. We are going to accept input value for more than one participant. So we are supposed to iterate by using an iterator. So let me use for loop. For I in range, we are supposed to accept input of n participant. So let me give n as my range value. Let us accept the input value by using map such a way. And now what is the next process? As we know that if the time is given as 8 seconds, you can notice that we are having 9 value. The 9th value is distance covered by the person at each step. First let us remove this. What is the index position of this? This is the last index position, or I can able to remove this value or point this value by using negative indexing. This is what I am going to do. Let me declare one variable called d, and I am going to store kth minus 1 position. That is nothing but the last value in variable name called d. Now I am supposed to remove this value. What happens here? Only the value will be stored. The last position value will be stored in d. Now I want to remove this. So in order to remove this, let me pop this value from your k list. So far I hope so you are clear. And after this what I am going to do, I am going to calculate what is the distance covered by the person at first second, second second, third second, and so on. As we know that this is the distance covered by the person at each step, and this is nothing but number of steps he is taking for every second. So if you want to find for first step how many meters he have covered, I am supposed to multiply this particular first second value with my distance, so that I can able to get total distance covered by the particular person at first second. This is what I am going to do. What I will do here is, first I know that for first second the person has covered 2 steps, and for every step he can able to travel 3 meters. So 2 into 3 is 6. And again for second I know that he has traveled 2 steps, and again 3 meters. So 6 plus 6, 12, and so on. I am supposed to do summation of the distance covered by the person and I'll write as a list and I'll store this data in one more list. Clear? Now we'll code for this one. Let me declare one more list here, W. This is for storing this calculated value. Now I'm going to calculate the value. For storing the summation result, let me declare one more element called sum assign 0. Now let me have an iterator for I in k. Here this k is nothing but a newly formed list after removing the distance what they are given. Let me declare one more element called q, and I'm going to do my calculation I into d. Clear? This I is nothing but I'm going to take one by one element from this list, and this d is nothing but the distance covered by the person at each step. I'm going to multiply here. I need the summation value, right? I'm going to do sum of distance. For the next iteration, I want to do sum of distance. For the first step, you'll be having 6 meters, and for second step, you'll be covering 12 meters. 12 in the sense, I want to add this previous traverse distance plus current distance. So, I'll have sum 1 plus assign q. And after doing all the process, what I want is I want to append this particular data for each and every complete calculation. After calculating the first value, I want to append this value. After calculating the second traverse distance, I want to append it. So let me add along with this particular list W, and what I am supposed to add here, the calculated result value I am supposed to append it. So far I hope so you are clear, and this iteration has to be done for all 3 participants, not for a single participant. I want to do for all 3 participants. So I don't want to do this data overwritten. So let me declare one more list and let me put this data in the particular list. So after doing all the calculation, I'm going to append this W value to this particular list. So what happened? This W is a list which consists of a distance calculated for each and every seconds. I'm going to put this particular list inside a other list. So this particular list will become a sub list. This is for your first iteration. This was the process will be happen. If this process continues for second iteration, what happens? The same way I'll accept the input value for k. Again I'll store the last position value, the distance covered by the person for each steps in d. Again I'll pop it. Again I'll do this calculation. The person covering for each and every second, what is the distance covered by him. Again I'll add along with the list. What happens here? This particular list will hold the first person's calculated value along with the second person's calculated value, and so on for my third person. So at the end of my third iteration, I'll have a list which carries the information that what is the distance covered by the person for each and every seconds. Clear? Let me declare one more element called G, and I'm going to group the values of the 3 participants of first second separate, second separate, third second, fourth second, and so on. I'm going to separate it, and later on I'm going to find who is the winner for the particular second. This is the information of first second, and this is the information of second. What we are supposed to calculate? We are supposed to find who is the winner at second, fourth second, sixth second, and eighth second. If you look at this, you can notice that this is a second value. For second, participant 1, participant 2, participant 3. Who is the winner? The second person. 16 is the highest value, so participant 2 is the winner. We are supposed to store the information of winner of the participant. We will take second who is the winner, the second person is winner. Same way for the fourth second person is winner. And for sixth second, third person is winner. And for eighth second, third person is winner. So the winner person I'll write separately. Then I'm supposed to calculate. Till this we'll write our coding part. Let us go ahead further. For I in range of, here your limit is till the given time. I'm going to separate the person. Here we are having the list of values till number of seconds they are given. So let me give my range as T. Now I am supposed to store a result in separate list called G. So let me declare one more list called G here, and I'll start my iteration G dot append. Now we are supposed to zip the 0th column of all three sublists. Now we have written a coding part of it in order to zip the first index value. Next, each and every index position value I am going to zip as a separate list of list, which is nothing but as a sublist I am zipping it. Now I am supposed to find the maximum value in this particular sublist. So let me write one more iterator for this. For I in range, here the range value, we are supposed to start from first index position, so 1, and this is nothing but length of year G. Length of year G I am supposed to iterate till my n, so that is my end point, and for every iteration I am going to have 2 steps. For every 2 seconds I am supposed to find the leading person, so I will have my step value as 2. Now we will go further. For each and every 2 seconds I am supposed to find the maximum person. So let me have one variable called M. M assign max of my G of I. This max function will give you the maximum value at every 2 seconds, and I will store in M. Now what I am supposed to do is, I am supposed to take the person who is leading for every 2 seconds and I am supposed to store separately. For that, let me declare one more iterator for J in range, and this limit is len of G of I. Now let us go ahead further. If my M value equals to G of Ij, whenever it is equal, what I am supposed to do is, I am supposed to append my data to one list called P with j plus 1 value, since j start with the 0th index position. Now let me declare one more list P. Clear? Let me repeat again. I am finding the maximum value for every 2 seconds and I am storing in one list called P, and this is for your further calculation. For storing this, I am supposed to iterate it and I will find the person who is greater, second person or third person. I will find the leading person count and I will store in a variable name called P. Until this, what happened? This particular data will be formed. Now what I am supposed to find? I am supposed to find the leading count, which is nothing but the number of leading count the person is having. For this, I am going to use collection here. From collection, I am going to use my counter here. Import counter. Now let us go ahead with the implementation part. Let me declare result assign dictionary of counter. So what happens if you are giving like this? Counter of P. If you are giving like this, what happens? Your result will be formed as a dictionary as key value pair. It will show you that number of occurrence of 2 is 2 times and number of occurrence of 3 is 2 times. So far we have found this one. Now we are supposed to segregate it and find the leading person. So let me have a one more element called L1 and let me have a list of result of values. What I am going to do is, I am going to segregate my values separately and I am going to segregate my keys separately. Result dot keys. Once I am separating like this, you can notice that 2, 2. This is nothing but the number of time the persons are leading count. And 2, 3. This is nothing but the person's index. Either it's a first person or second person. The second person's index has been stored in L2. Now what I am supposed to find? I am supposed to find the leading count. You can notice that the both the person are leading twice. So whenever this is a scenario, we are supposed to display input sequence. Whomever is first, I am supposed to display those person as the winner. So in order to find that, what I am going to do is, I am going to print. Here we are supposed to find the person who is leading. In order to find the person who is leading, I can give such a way list2 of list1 dot index max of list1, which is nothing but I'll find who is the maximum of list1. The list1 leading count is 2. So leading count is 2. So list1 index of 2. Where your index is present, either for your second person or for your first person. Here this particular L1 gives you the index of first occurrence of 2. So it will give you a 0th position value. So if I am giving L2 of 0, it will display second person as your winner. Clear? I hope so you are clear with this program. Now let us execute this. Now let us give the same test case input what they are given. 3 participant, 8 second and the same value. Our answer is displayed as 2. That is nothing but person 2 is the winner of this marathon. Clear? I hope so everyone is clear with this particular code. If at all you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Thank you.